Welcome back to the gluten-free channel. Thank you for our 2 new subscribers. Today we're going to be looking at gluten-free mince pies because it's getting close to Christmas. I've been trying different brands of mince pies and I just happen to have these 2 in the house now, and one of these is my favourite of 2019. So let's have a look at the ingredients on these. These are Favorina ones from Lidl. This is Lidl's own brand. Quick look at the ingredients. You can pause the video and have a good look at those. Yeah, it may contain egg, nuts and peanuts, but I can't see any milk in there, any dairy products. And these are ones from Tesco, Tesco's own brand. These contain egg, may contain peanuts and nuts, but they're gluten-free, wheat-free and milk-free. So let's get them open and get them on a plate. So I didn't dwell on the nutritional information because, let's face it, you're not going to be having mince pies if you're trying to keep an eye on your diet. So here on the right we have the one from Lidl, and here on the left we have the one from Tesco. Now I've tried lots of different mince pies. I've not really concentrated on the ones with the star shape on the top that you can see the filling through, because I don't really see those as mince pies. They're more like mince tarts to me, and although I don't like pastry generally, I do like a mince pie. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the Lidl one first and have a look at how much filling we get. Quite crumbly. I think a lot of rice flour made pastries, or anything made with rice flour, is going to be a bit more crumbly. I've grown to like the taste. It's I've always liked rice anyway. So it does crumble quite a bit. There's a good amount of filling in this, although there are a few gaps in it. But it's quite nice. Now I've tasted these, in fact this is the last one in the pack. They're actually very sweet, sickly sweet. There's quite a nice crunch on the crust, but they are really sickly sweet when you eat them. So I'm going to give it a try now. It's not bad. I don't know how much these cost, but they're probably cheaper than the Tesco ones. So Tesco ones are £1.50 for 4. But they taste a bit cheaper. The pastry is nice. There's not quite enough of it as far as I'm concerned. And it's got a nice crunch on it, but the filling is very syrupy. It's like really sticky sweet flavour, and by the time you finish one of them, that's it, you're done for your sweet stuff for a couple of hours at least. So let's move on to the Tesco one. So here we have the Tesco gluten-free mince pie. It's a bit bigger and looks a bit better, to be honest. It's presented a bit better. Maintains its shape a bit better when you cut into it as well. But even though it's a slightly taller pie, you can see there's a lot more space in this. But I still think that this is a better ratio of pastry to filling. That one looks a bit stingy, to be honest. I've noticed there's not much filling in there, but the let me have a taste and I'll let you know what I think. Now the Tesco one has a softer crust on it. I do like the pastry on the Lidl's version, but I prefer this mince pie from Tesco entirely. There's more taste to the filling. There's not so much sugar in it. It's nowhere near as sickly, and you can taste a little bit more fruit in there as well. So let's compare. Let's get them both on the same plate and look at them side by side and compare the fillings. So this one here is the Tesco one, and this one here is the Lidl one. And I'm going to come around this side a little bit. So this is a darker filling. Plenty of fruit in there though. And this one is a lighter filling. I don't think there's as much filling for the size of it in the Tesco one. So there's a lot of raisins by the looks of it in there, and there's different types of peel in that one. So this one from Lidl, I don't think I'll buy those again. I prefer the Tesco one, even though those seem to be a better ratio of filling to pastry. In other words, there's not so much gap in them. This is a all round better taste. It's not so sickly. You won't feel sick after you've eaten one. In my opinion, this one from Lidl is just too sweet. And this one from Tesco is a really nice treat that you can have with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. And £1.50 for 4 is much more expensive than the one with gluten, but what are you going to do? You're gluten-free, you pay the price for these more expensive foods, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. So actual fact, my daughter came down while I was shooting this and she's pinched the one from Lidl, so I'm going to go back up and give her the one from Tesco and ask her what she thinks. Well, that's very interesting. The daughter who's tried both of these mince pies doesn't have celiac disease, so she can have food with gluten. And she says that this one from Lidl doesn't taste like a gluten-free mince pie. It tastes like a regular mince pie. But she prefers this one from Tesco, even though she says it does taste like a gluten-free product. So there we have it. I am declaring the Tesco gluten-free mince pie as the best mince pie of 2019. I'm now going to go and have a cup of coffee. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like, give us a thumbs up, and leave some comments as well. If you've tasted mince pies I haven't mentioned, gluten-free ones of course, and you like those, please leave a message in the comments, because we'd all like to have more enjoyable gluten-free food. And if you know other people who are gluten-free, please share the video with them too. Thanks very much and Merry Christmas.